thing here. The cloth. So usually, if I don't have detailed cloth, like if I don't have any pockets or any um visible things here, I just don't go and add anything to the cloth, because later I just add them inside the substance painter. So I just add a tiny bit of subdivision level so everything looks smooth. And maybe I don't know, maybe just test some stuff like go to the noise, add some black and white textures, for example. I don't know the type of fabric I need, and this maybe cotton, and add some detail there, frame this zone. Yeah, maybe just this is like this to see if I want this type of fabric. Also, I need this on UV. Yeah, something like that. Or, for example, if I use satin here, yeah, maybe better. Yep. Going to do the same thing for satin, UV, frame, scale it. Yeah, something like this. So I just test it with a surface noise without applying them, just to see uh, if it looks good or not. Later I will add the damages inside the substance painter, much more visible rather than adding damage inside ZBrush. The bake will reduce the normal map details a lot, so uh, if you don't have a really deep and really, I don't know, hard damages that you only can apply while you are doing this on ZBrush, so go ahead and do it. But I don't like that. I just like to add the damages inside the ZBrush, inside the substance painter, sorry. So basically, for such a look, I can't achieve this easily inside the substance painter, so I will do it inside the ZBrush. But later, I will add all of these. I don't know, maybe this head. I don't know what it's called. Sorry, threads. Yeah, I will call this threads with the cards inside the substance painter. So we'll get to that point. Another thing is we can see something here, the leather vest that we have here. This is another thing I want to actually add some detail to. So I will go to the subtools, all low, so I get a faster response here. Go here, maybe only I don't know, maybe just this stuff only. Right. And I will add, going here, add a few subdivision levels, maybe until 8 million, just to have some stuff here. Frame this. We already have the UV for it, so great. And I will use my leather. Alphas, leather, maybe this one. Yeah, I like this. So this look great. So just test this. Looking good. So let me see if a 3D view is a good way to put it. We can't see these areas, so yeah, I mean, I will go with the 3D rather than U because our U is messy. Just think this, because we can't see these areas at all while once we topologize it. So the only areas visible this area and this area that gives us a good amount of detail. Maybe just increase the strange just a bit. Now we are going in this here in the belts and add some example of the damage. Maybe increase it to 1 million surface using the near same noise. I don't know other letter thing if you want, so I'll go with the same thing. All right. Yeah, good. For the laces, it's I don't think you should add any details to this because adding details later will be much easier. But you can see I will later maybe add some denim look to this frame, this zone. You can see you don't need to add these details here, just for the preview. So now the good thing about this is detailing, guys. Most of the people love the detailing. I love the topology because when you achieve a good topology, uh, that's when you satisfy. Because the detailing and the I don't know high poly versions are quite fun, but not as fun as once you get a good topology on them. Go to this and start adding some details. I usually go with the lower levels so I can get the form right first. So maybe start with them standard. Just use this form you want. Example, I need the damage going mostly here. Going higher. Just add the damage as you like. For example, I need to see inside the leather here, so I just carve inside and strange the edges, going higher because I have the form now, so I just can add the details. Carve, smooth, and adding the edge, so something like that. Same thing happens here. Maybe this area going beyond here and gives us more area to see. something like that. And same thing happened here. Gives us yeah, something like that. I'm doing this, as you can see, these deep damages inside the ZBrush, because I know getting this inside the uh, Substance Painter kinda impossible. So I will try to get them inside the ZBrush, because we need the normal map for this kind of detail. Okay, I'll go here. We need to add some details to these holes to give the idea that this character using this vest for a while. I don't know, maybe a few years. Some damages here and here. That we can see the inside. Like that. Simply. Oh, these are for the most used holes, but for the less used, we can just go and add a tiny bit damage, not too much. Same things to the other. And maybe some damages like that. That gives us a look that, yeah, some pressure going on here. Something like this, and just some small damages for here. Okay, that's a good amount of details. Okay, now also I need some damage going on here. Till here maybe. So I just need some random damages. I need most of the parts to be visible and shows us the inside of this vest with different you know different leather pattern, leather type. Maybe some big chunk here going like that. Smooth this area in the lower subdivision levels. Two, and we can add some edges here. Yeah, something like that. Nothing too specific, so. Right. Now we go here. We need to add a lot of damages here. We start. Let me quickly check the polygraphs. Maybe I need to do something here. I need to quickly save this. Right, now we mask the lace, the rings, and we're good to add some details here. Usually, damn standard is a good option here. So. So overall edge damage is and yeah. Some random damages. Yeah, smooth gives them an edge. Yeah, some edges here, here, and carve them. Yeah. So we want to add some random damages. Okay, good. Maybe that's enough. We'll add another more damages inside the substance painter. Just some good example here. You can see. Yep. Good. Yeah. This is all the thing I should do for the upper part so far because what do you call it? Where is this one? Yep. Hide and hide. Yeah, we don't need anything there. This one don't need any attention at the moment. Don't need any attention here. Maybe some attention here, but don't need. It's already have a good shape. We don't need to add any attention there. The only things left mainly it's the glove, so we need to add a lot of details to this glove and the boot. The other things, it's don't need that much details except for, I don't know, maybe some of these, but we will start with the boot. Go to the poly groups, other party groups. Great. Now, for example, I just need to select this, or maybe this one, and this one, and mask this for now. Surface noise. Adding some noise. Not this one, maybe. It's too solid, so maybe another one. Not this one again, so just trying some other. Yeah. No, maybe this should be fine. Mask this as well. Only selecting these. And let's add some details. For example, I go add 1, 2 subdivision levels, and mask this to add details to this area. I have some brushes there for the wrinkles, so let's do that. For example, with higher intensity, we use one of these, for example. Okay. Not this, maybe. This one. And we can just continue this whole. That should be good luck.
It's looking good. Just with the simple. Now we can add the tiny bit of adjustment here. Now we just will add another thing. Too much. Just I need something simple. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we can get rid of this mask for now. Only mask these parts so it don't affect that. Adding the random details here. That interact with each other. Like that. You're good. I don't like these details, like sorry, these patterns. So much better. And for these areas, let me see. What I'm gonna do is I'll select the damage standard. I'll go and add some random lines like this. This way, maybe. Only here, yeah. Now, make this a tiny bit deeper. This is for the leather shoes, usually. So, and we're trying to achieve this look here. Let's see. Multiple lines, smaller ones going like that. Something like that. And now we are our standard brush and use some alphas that's built in, like this one, and use morph target, and crease. Didn't store in the morph target. Okay, now adding one subdivision level, apply this on the morph target. Let's add this on top of our thing here. Okay, good. Also, we need same damage going on right here. So Yeah. And something like that would be good. Now we just need to add some stitches. You can do it inside the Substance Painter and it looks better, but let's just try this once. I usually don't add this inside the ZBrush, but let's just try. Here's my stitches, and the surface noise, and I just Okay, now we can go and do our thing here. So yeah, good. Add move target, increase the intensity just a bit. What I need here is just some power box, like a damage holder, like this. Yeah. Okay, now let's just adjust this. Just need a tiny fragment of them to see where should I place these stitches. Like something like this, very very small, so I can just get the idea later in the bake. I will use a move to adjust the edges that broke. Yeah. Much better. Again. And yeah, that's kind of a boot. You just need some folds, and the details will go for Substance Painter. Yeah, I like that. Now for the gloves. We go all low and start adding some details here. First thing first. Polygrooves based on UV, so we get one good thing. Maybe auto polygroups is fine. So auto polygroups, auto. Great. And okay, yeah. Quickly save this. Right. Um, I'm sorry about my voice. I catch a cold a few days back, so but I had to keep moving with this project, so sorry about that. And let's continue with the gloves here. Basically, for the gloves, just a simple glove. You just need some basic cuts here. I use them standard to kind of draw a line like that. Maybe I just go to the stroke lazy mouse and increase the lazy mouse size a bit. Maybe the lazy mouse radius. Yep. Let's I just only hide the gloves so we can work more properly. All right. And we will draw this till here. That's enough. This will some basic cuts like that. Well, now before we go too much high on this, I need to add some folds to this. So the dam standard, it's not a good option, so we just go with the standard brush here. Right. So just adding some folds. To the areas that we know that some folds exist. So just make the gloves not that much stick to the body. That's the plan. Think of one subdivision higher, maybe using some brushes that have some wrinkles, yeah. For example, not this one, maybe. This one is too much, so okay. Looking good. Keep adding this to the areas that I think that need these kind of folds. So my opinion, maybe really tiny one here. No, not that area, maybe. These areas, just a bit. Now we can change this to something like much simpler. Now we need some stretching in these areas, kind of. No, I don't think so. So we add some random thing here, but make sure you go with the flow. So, and yeah, I guess that's enough. So now we are using our standard brush now to adding some folds ourselves. Like I need some something like this going on here, plus like that. Yep, that it goes. Continue these folds. So I get better result. We decrease the density a bit. For getting a better result, I just go to the surface noise, add some leather texture. Leather, maybe this one. Frame, UV. Okay, our UV is messed up, so I just go with. I don't need this one, maybe. It's just for previews, nothing necessary. Just gives you example of what material you are using currently, so you can make better folds. Maybe I just do something here before adding this. I just go Z plugin, UV master, and unwrap this. We should go to the subdivision level 1 and unwrap.
اینو ببینید وقتی میگیم باتری اینو ببینید وقتی میگیم باتری گوشی ممکنه باد بکنه هم 13 هانیه خودمون خبرنگار خودمون داستان چیه وقتی که داخل این در واقع روزهای اخیر ما داریم تون گوشیمون رو شارژ می‌کنیم گوشی داغ میکنه و این مشکلات به وجود اومده این عواقب هم ممکن داشته باشه تو فصل بعدی هم هستیم دیگه گرما دشمن باتری حالا داستان این باد کردن دقیقاً چیه استوری بعدی رو ببینید 0 تا 100 رو بهتون میگم اگه شما این روزا باتری گوشیتون زود خالی میشه اصلا خود گوشی داغ میکنه و تون بعد بزنید به شارژ پس شما ایران زندگی اینجا
UV unwrapping finish after 2000 years. So back to the surface UV. Make this smaller. Get a different letter. I just need some yeah, something simple like this. Going higher and now we select dam standard and maybe sharpen the edges a bit. Sharpen the edges, add some adjustments here. And some line going here till probably here. We just need some lines going here, here, and here. Using shift to do some straight lines. And now we're adding some basic details. Like this. Not this one, maybe another one. What about this one? Too much. One more higher and start adding these stitches, maybe, yeah. Going here, adding morph target. Now just adjust this to achieve some good looking thing there. No, I think it's looking good now, so I just need some wrinkles on the fingers. So for that, I just here. Yeah. For that, I just go using this one, add some wrinkles like this. Okay, looking better, and maybe we use mm, this detail here. we are using move brush. To align this. Fix these parts. Gloves looking good, I guess. And we can go and inverse the mask by control outside clicking here. Like, okay, another thing we should do here is to re-enable our belts here. I believe only these two edges are now. We are going here, make this one, and we are start adding some stuff here. Quickly save. I hate when this happens. بدون هیچ دلیلی. Now we will add some basic things here. For now, I just hide these noises. Start adding some, no. Mask these areas and start adding some basic details. Like this. And now push inside so we get this pressuring look that it seems this belt add a tiny bit of pressure to this underlayer. So simple, just pull the edges like this and go inverse in the middle. Same thing's happening here. Maybe I just reduce the lazy mouse a bit. just like that. Now, just with the simple things, you achieve such a beautiful look that it's much more believable rather than just static look. So, and now you can just randomly add some believable folds here that tells that some pressure going on everywhere, especially in these parts. Just some basic stuff. Nothing too scary here. And some tiny bit folds here. Like that. Okay. Looking better and better. If you also want more realistic fold, you can use your brushes if you have. Maybe I'll use this one. You can see this one is already aligned with my created fold right here. So you can see maybe one right there, and use another one here. You choose standard brush. And that's enough. These are just silver plates with some, some pattern on them. I later add the pattern inside the Substance Painter, so no bothering for them. Now I just go for the belts here, adding a few subdivision levels, maybe to 4 million. Go to the surface noise and choose this letter here. Also, we need to UV unwrap this, so I just go here, Z plugin, unwrap. Okay, now surface noise. Test it again. UV. Scale this up. Too much density here. Now I increase to about 4 million, yeah, I guess. And let's add some damages like before, using dam standard. Before doing that, I just go to the morph target store, surface, apply, and using the morph target to increase the density of this bit. Now we can start adding the details we want. Basic details here. Nothing too fancy, just gives the idea that these holes are using much more rather than the others. Some basic forms. Right, and the last one is these two. And that's it. That's looking good. Right. Let's see the whole mesh here. Gloves is looking good. Don't need details on this at the moment. I mean, I can't go really, what do you call it? Really detail oriented in this and add as much detail that I need in a final look here, but I'm kind of good at in texturing and modeling rather than sculpting, so I rather adding these details with texturing, not sculpting at the moment. Later, once I practice more and find out the way that I can implant these details correctly, I'll definitely use ZBrush to do that. Okay. Now we are going to the subtools, all low, you just see better, all high to see extreme version of this. Go in here, save this quickly, and hit render to see all things at the once. All right. Go to this and just let me polypens. We are not colorizing this. That's green color. Let's kill the vibe off. So now we are use render best. See, it's like looking good. Maybe just render it with not with Redshift, just with this. Okay, that's nice. You can see how believable these tears and thorns of here. Maybe going closer here. Check out this stuff on the hood. Right, good. Quickly test this with best render. This would look like looking good. I like that. So just let's render this out. I love the cloth thickness there. You can see it, right? Cloth thickness is really good. And yeah, here's the render one. I love it. Everything about it. So what we need to do at this moment is, I believe, maybe adding some stuff to this shirt is a good way to go. Maybe some wrinkles. Let me just add some wrinkles here, right? Yeah, I had some wrinkles like where are you, like this. Maybe adding some bit more strength. Maybe scale, add it in a different way. Scale this up. Just apply it to have some random wrinkles everywhere. Smooth a bit. Again, I need to add another type of wrinkles, maybe some micro versions like this. Apply. Smooth. These have a really tiny effect while we baking, so don't worry about it. And same thing goes for the pants. Surface noise, I'll use this one. Bit more strength. Using the UV. and apply, smooth it tiny bit, and yeah, it's looking much more better. I'll add the details later inside the Substance Painter for this. And for now, I guess we are done with the clothes and the boot. Yeah, okay. Good. So we have some details there. Details here, no details needed at the moment here. Duplicate that, and only thing it's left for us is kind of the mask and maybe some part of the head. So just quickly see the results. Right, good. Here we apply any details we want to these. It's not completely complete yet, but on my forms and most of the things I wanted, it's done. So later, if I decided to add some extra details to this pants, for example, I can always return to this Z brush project to add more details, but this is kind of enough for me. So I go to the subtools, low, and go to the Z plugin, FX exporter. I need all. I need bin, not layers and both as normals, smooth normals, and I need to export this. I call this Nectorious Assassin NA outfit high, and it will take, I don't know, maybe a few minutes to export. Meanwhile, we are opening the Blender. Now switching this to Blender. We open our file here. Not this one, sorry. What is this? This one. Other project. Yep. This is our main project here. So we are quickly go and save this as part 3. And for now, we can just delete this whole character. This too high. And once the export is finished, we can import our character. So we just wait. Okay, our file now exported. Quickly save that and save my ZBrush file, and now I can import the fpix file we just exported there, called NA, yeah, here. Right, so now we imported our near high poly here, so these are really extent and massive size, so you should be careful. The only thing is I should rename this inside ZBrush so they are all high, not high 0. We don't need to rename them here. Right, now based on our thing we have here, so now we have to make a folder called low. I still waited for the mask concept, so once I get the mask concept, we will design that as well, add some details to it, and add that to this high poly version. And when everything is ready, we will start it, topologize it for our texturing purpose and game ready files. So we will continue once I get the mask reference. Yeah.